好，good afternoon, student 午安第二堂啦你哋嘅 airdrop 係咪琴日停咗㗎啦？即係琴日完㗎係咪？定係今日完㗎？airdrop 係琴日完啦，定係今日完㗎 ？Today 定係 yesterday 啊？我都冇記得。yesterday 唔該嚇。咁即係 confirm 啦，即係呢啲 student 咧都係我嘅學生啦OK。好，咁我哋等多3分鐘咁我哋就會Okay, let's start. Good morning, student, right? And this is lesson 2, right? And this lesson will first complete chapter 1. I think I spend around 20 minutes, then we can complete chapter 1. Next, we go to chapter 2, right? Now pay attention that next Thursday is a holiday, right? Holiday. And then following next week, then the college start to do what the college call a branded mode teaching. So-called branded mode means that for each lesson, I will first upload some movie, okay, or teaching material for you to watch. The movie is around 1 hour to 1 hour 50 minutes to 1.5 hours. So before you come to the lesson, please watch the movies first, watch the film first, right? And then the college will resume face-to-face teaching and online teaching at the same time. I will go back. Now I'm at home. Okay, sorry. I will go back to the college and conduct a face-to-face tutorial. But at the same time, the face-to-face tutorial will broadcast to your Zoom, right? So I have no choice, but you have the choice that whether you attend a face-to-face tutorial or just stay at home and attend the tutorial lesson, right? That is policy the college will enforce in the next month. Because of COVID-19 problem, so I will divide the classes. I will later send you the name list. Divide the classes into 2 halves. The first half of the class if you intend to go to face-to-face, you attend the first section of the tutorial. It is about 1 hour and 20 minutes, and class dismissed. Next, we'll go to the second half of the student go to the same room again and turn the same material, same things, same tutorial like first section, right? So from next month, the lesson will arrange in this way. So you have your choice. You may choose whether stay at home or attend a face-to-face tutorial. Understand? All right. So this is the arrangement. Any problem on it? 得唔得？即係你可以揀嘅翻，我冇得揀啦，你有得揀嚇。Okay. Now, please go to example 13. Let us complete the chapter 1 first, right? Last lesson we stopped on the standard deviation, and example 13 is a problem. Study the variance as well as the standard deviation, right? Now, find the variance and the standard deviation of the population mathematics test in example 7. So we plug all the number into the equation, or just use your Casio, use your calculator to find out the answer. But you look at the solution that you find that the equation is a bit different that I taught in the last lesson, right? Now this equation is this is the definition I taught last lesson. If you expand the summation and simplify, you will get this result. On preparing the example, I use this result to do it. So if you do it by hand, so you plug each number into the equation, take the square, and then minus the mean square. This is the variance. Square root of variance is the standard deviation. So this is something unclear. Okay, why suddenly you see another equation on calculating the standard deviation? Because of simplify, expand the denominator. That you have this equation. All right. And how about if we have another batch of number and calculate the sample mean? It's said to find out the sample variance, not the population variance. So in this case, we should use the sample variance definition. Likely, similarly, you expand the equation, you will get this result. So I use this result to do it, okay, to find the sample variance and the sample standard deviation. So I want to make it clear here, okay, why you see something that you didn't see in the last lesson. Are you clear? 得唔得？即係將個分子咧，將佢爆開佢化簡咧，會等於呢條式嘅。All right. Now we will do 2 more questions. Then we go to chapter 2, right? And chapter 1 is exercise. So this one. Now please turn to question number 9. Now this question is to show the property of the mean and the sample standard deviation after you do the basic arithmetic operation, addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. Now, and after we go through this question, please remember the results of this question, okay? Now, first, please use your calculator to find the sample mean and sample SD. And tell me your answer. Use your calculator, input the number, find out the sample mean and the sample SD, and type your answer. 樣本平均數同樣本標準差係咩呢？ Anyone know? Anyone can tell me your answer? Sample mean, some students said it is 60. Okay, 60. Sample SD, not 7.3. 60 is correct, but 7.3 is not correct. Yes, 7.39 is correct. Okay? Any student, you have difficulty on finding the mean and the sample SD? Use a calculator, right? Change it to mole 4 and input the number using the M plus button. Afterwards, press Shift 2. You can find the answer. Okay, then never mind. Okay, B. Now, what is the result if each number you add 6? You add 6. 52 become 58. 50 become 56. What is the mean and the standard deviation of it? Okay, usually the answer, you give me the answer at least 2 dp, 2 decimal place, right? 2 decimal place. Not 3 6, okay, 2 decimal place. What is the mean? If each number you add 6, you may guess the answer, or you just retype the number. This is 66. 66. Each number add 6, the mean also increased by 6. How about the SD? Right? SD is 7.39. No change on the answer if you're using addition effect, because sample SD definition is summation x minus the mean square over n minus 1. All right. If this number increased by 6, this number also increased by 6. After subtraction, there's no change. So the standard deviation, it does not change if you perform addition. How about C? If each number you subtract 50, 52 become 2, 50 becomes 0. What is the mean? What is the mean in this case? So it is 50. Agree? 50. How about the SD? You guess what is the SD? No change. Agree? No change. Same argument like B. The first number, this number decreased by 50. The mean is also decreased by 50. So decreased by 50 minus decreased by 50, that is a no change. Right? No change. So the standard deviation remain unchanged. So you learn addition, subtraction affect the mean, but they do not affect the standard D. How about D? If each number multiplied by 5, what is the mean? Why new mean is 50? Because sorry, I write it wrongly. Should be 10. 打錯咗. Sorry. 10. Minus 50, right? Minus 50. 10. 10. 係10啊！我寫錯咗。How about D? Multiply each score by 5. What is the new? Right? 300. 300. How about S? Any change? What is the change? My answer is 36.95. Right? Yes, correct. Multiplication affect both. Okay, multiply the same factor. Okay, so what is your conclusion after you do the exercise? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, they all affect the average. But only multiplication or division affect the standard D, no matter sigma or S. All right. So remember this result. These are the arithmetic operation, how they affect the result of the average and the SD. So based on this result, we do the last question in chapter 1. Now please do question 10 now. Let me do some explanation now. 50 numbers are given. Find the statistic measures. We learn them. All right. And in B, if each number undergoing the transformation by using this formula, y plus 3x. X is the represent the old number. Y is the new number. So if x is 92, the new number is 2 plus 3 times 92 is the new number. So after the transformation, tell me the result of A1 to 5. A1 to 5. All right? Okay, I give you maybe around 8 minutes to do it, right? 8分鐘俾你試下做啊，好唔好啊？ Okay, and then you type your result or speak out your result. Wow, so fast. Okay. 69, 27, 77, 77, 74. Okay. Then after how about after undergoing a transformation? What what are the answer? Finish. Give you 1 more minute. Okay, let's see the answer. Right. Oh, I haven't. Sorry. Exercise one answer. Right now. First, the mean, mode, median, range, and standard D. These are the answer, right? 69.27, 70, 77, 77, 74, and 21.65, right? And how about after you do the transformation? Now, so remember the result of the last question. The mean undergo all the transformation, addition up to division, right? So we just input the all mean into the equation, you can find it, right? And for mode is a number, okay? A number undergo the same transformation, all the transformation involved. And the median is same, okay? 233, okay? But how about the range? Okay, but because the range is a subtracting maximum and also minimum, after you do the subtraction, this part, the constant C, cancel out. So answer is 222. 222. Clear? And finally is the sample SD. Only multiplication or division affected. So we just multiply the answer by 3, okay, by 3. So it's 64.94. Are you clear, student? Any problem? Okay. So chapter 1 is easy. I think you all agree it's not very difficult. Uh, Actually, over 50% of the content of revision, doing revision. Okay, give you clear. Okay, so I give you 15 more seconds. Any student you have problem, please raise your question. Okay, no, very good. Okay, then we go to chapter 2. Okay, chapter 2. Chapter 2, the heading of it is counting. Okay, counting, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, but we are going to learn some technique on counting. Why we need to learn it? Why we can't use the finger only? Population size is more you use the finger. Yes, because I tell you the rest. Some student ask me why the sample SD and the sample SD and not necessary to add the two. Remember the result of it. Okay. Addition do not affect the SD. Only multiplication part. So this equation, this is an addition, right? So the 2, it will not affect the standard deviation. Are you clear? Okay. So the new SD we don't need to add 2， 得唔得？即係加數嘅部分係唔會影響個標準差噶嘛，咁所以嗰個加2係唔需要理會嘅。OK 咁range 因為頭尾相減，個加2都減咗嚇。Chapter 2. Okay. Now, once the population size become bigger, we cannot only just use the finger to do it. We have to learn some way to do it quickly. So that is the reason we need to develop something about counting, right? Now, first we learn the fundamental principle of multiplication. 中文叫乘數法則。Suppose the first task can be complete in M1 way, a second task complete in M2 way, a third task M3 way, and so on. So if an experiment can break down into different pieces, they are M1 way to doing part 1, M2 part 3, M2 part 2, then the total number of ways to doing it is M1 times M2 times M3. So this is the multiplication. But why multiplication is the problem? Now let's go back to use a Form 3 level experiment. If a coin toss 3 times, okay, each coin there are head or tail, 公或者字啦嚇。If a coin toss 3 times, how many possible outcomes are there? 你總係有幾多個可能出現嘅結果咧？即係個銀擲3次。How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Many students answer 8. Okay, 8. Why 8? Why not 6? Because from the tree diagram. Okay, tree diagram. So head or tail. So the first one is 3 head. Okay, and that is head, tail, head, tail, head, head, tail, 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 head, head, tail, head, tail, 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 head. All right, then it's tail, tail, tail. So altogether, there are 8. Okay, 8 possible outcome. So it is 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Okay, so it is a reason why a multiplication. So come from the tree diagram, right? So that find number of ways to answer a true and false question. 4 questions if each has only 2 answers. True and false, each has 2 answers. So the first one is 2, second one is 2, third is 2, 4 is 2. So answer is 2 power 4 is 16. But if each question you allow to unanswer the question, that is a little bit blank. So each question, there are 3 options. 3, 3, 3, 3. So it's 3 power 4. Okay, 3 power 4. So answer is 81. Okay, understand why it's the multiplication rule? So please answer this example. Oh, yeah. Oh, 又有同學有問題要回答。Okay, now please do example 2. What is the answer of A? Oh, very fast. How many ways can this word be arranged? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the first place, 7 way. Second, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and 1. Am I correct? Okay. And I know that now if you study math in Hong Kong in DSE, they already cover a bit about counting. So I see some students, you know how to use the notation about factorial. This is 5040. How about B? If the first place must be C, so the first one they are 1 way, all right, and the next one is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. In that case, it's 1 times 6 factor, right? So it's 720. So you see, you start to solve some problem that is with limitation. Okay, with limitation. Some place must be you put a particular letter in it. If we insist that the first one is C, the last one is R. So the first one choice, the last one choice. In between, there are 5 factorial. Okay, 5 factorial. So answer is 120. Okay, 120. Are you clear for this simple question? Okay, so then I introduce, let's start from permutation. Permutation 中文叫排列。排列。排列 means that you arrange the object, but you consider the order. order is important 嚇。排列嘅意思係攞咗啲嘢出嚟咧，次序是重要的嚇，重要的。The first one, the easiest one is about introduce the factorial notation. If they are first and consecutive integer, okay, and you find the product, we use this notation called n factorial. Your calculator, I think the factorial is at the here, this button is factorial, okay. N factorial is the definition is n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 and up to 1. So 4 factorial is 24, okay. Understand? Okay, but the factorial n assume is a 1, usually is a 1 or above. There's a no negative number factorial. There's no minus 10 factorial. And 0 factorial is divided as 1, okay, as 1. And a factorial, sometimes we use this technique to solve the problem. Okay, remember 5 factorial actually is 5 times 4 factorial. Okay, so later you may use it to do quickly simplify your answer. So this is the easiest type. How many ways for 8 people be seated in a row of 8 chairs? 8 factorial. That's all. Okay. Right. Next. Now, this factorial is only you use all the object, arrange them. But how about if you only use part of the object to do arrangement? Permutation of distinct object. Pay attention on this. Distinct. Distinct means all are different. All are different. All right. So if there are 5 objects, you randomly select 3 out of them, do the arrangement, count the order, then in that case, it is we define a symbol called NPR. NPR. N is the number of objects there. R is how many objects you select. Use this as an example. If you choose 3 objects, the first objects, there are 5 options. The next object with 4, then is 3. We call this 5P3. Okay, 5P3. Right. So 5P3 is 5 times 4 times 3. But you may further add times 2 times 1. But you divide the same number 2 times 1. In this case, if we read the list from 5 to 1, the answer is this is 5 factorial. And this is 2 factorial. And 2 factorial is 5 minus 3 factorial. That is, you subtract these 2 numbers. So NPR, this definition is this, but its equation is this. NPR 嘅定義係咁樣做嘅，但係佢嘅方程式係咁㗎。That is to simplify the definition. Okay. Why? 陣間先下 OK. Understand about the definition. Now once again, 5P3. This is the definition. Okay. We want to simplify this expression, so we add times 2 times 1 here. But you can't add 2 numbers, okay, by yourself. So I divide the same number in order to balance. Are you clear? No? In order, that is we multiply a 1. 即係我哋將佢乘1啊，得唔得？乘1咪真係冇轉咯。Okay. So after you multiply a 1, okay, so that there's no change on the expression, but we read the list from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it becomes 5 factorial. 2 times 1 is 2 factorial, but 2 is 5 minus 3. So that is the definition. That is the equation of NPR, right? And we put it in the extreme is how about NPN? NPN is n factor over n minus n factor. Okay, but n minus n is 0. 0 factor is 1. So NPN is the same as n factorial. Okay, tell me the answer of 5P3 from your calculator. 請你用計數機撳下 5P3 係幾多，好冇？ What is the answer of 5P3? Yes, very good. 60. 60. All right. Okay. So remember the assumption of NPR when all n distinct objects, distinct, all different. Say, if they are 5 letter, 5A, you randomly select 3 out of them. Do the arrangement. How many possible order you have? What is the answer? They are 5A. You randomly select 3. You randomly select 3. And arrange the letter in order. What is your answer? Type your answer. If there are 5 letters, A to E, you randomly select 3. Put them in order. How many arrangement? This one. Answer is 5P3. Okay? This one, the answer is 1. Okay? The answer is 1. So on using 5NPR, there is one assumption. This one. Okay? Circle this one. Distinct object. So I think now you remember why in your DSE exam always you see there are teacher and student, some different objects, you select them, put them in order, create a mobile phone number or something like that. Okay, that is to ensure all the objects are distinct because same object arrangement. The syllabus of DSE does not include. 得唔得 ？DSE 係唔需要學 same object 嘅，梗係 different 嘅，得唔得？係點 ？OK， Are you okay? About this, about the assumption of NPR. All right. Now, then we go to chapter 2 exercise. Okay. Now we do several exercise. We start from the easiest one, 1 to 4. Okay. Please do it. Question 1 to 4. This, we only use the factor or the multiplication rule, you can solve it. Question number 1. Type your answer. 每個登記號碼 start from 2 letters and then select a number from 1 to 99 inclusive. And the letter limited to A to H. And repetition is allowed. How many possible number you can find? How many? A to H, how many letter? 8 letter, right? 8 letter. Inclusive, the second place, also 8 letters, right? And next is this one. Is 1 to 9. So there are 9. Okay, this. And why your answer is so? Is this? No, this is not my answer. My answer is 6, 3, 9, 9, 3, 6。點解你哋會個答案咁得意咧？兩個英文字母即係 A 至 H 任揀一個，跟住喺1至9999任意揀一個數字。個9999唔係4個位喎，得唔得嚇？唔係4個位喎，即係1至9999。From 1 to 99, you choose one number. All right? So use the multiplication rule. Step 1 times step 2 times step 3. Anything you really wrongly, okay, you misinterpret the question? How about question 2? Question 2 is 5 ball of different color, right? Very straightforward. 5 vector. All right? 120. How about 3? Yes, also easy. 6 factorial. 6 factorial. 720. How about question 4? A basketball team must schedule a game with each of the 3 different teams. There are 5 different days available for the games. How many different schedules can be made? You have 5 days, okay, 5 different days schedule, 3 competition. Okay, how many different arrangements are there? Is 5P3, right? 5P3. You do the arrangement, you select the day, fit in 3 teams. So it is 60. 60. Okay, for the first 4 questions. Now then I give you time to do a bit difficult question. Turn to next page, question 5, question 6, and question 7. Okay. 好，俾啲時間大家做下，每題4分鐘啦，4 minutes. Question 5. Now this problem then in counting we call arrangement with restriction， 即係有限制嘅排列。That is in B or in C, you need to put the special object in a special pattern. There are 3 Chinese books, 7 mathematics books, 10 books. In how many ways you can arrange 6 of them on a shelf. You randomly choose 6 books, put them on the shelf. How many different ways on doing it? B. 我未對答案，最後一隻講嘅啫。B. How many ways can arrange a 3 Chinese book on the left and the 7 mathematics books on the right? You use all the books, okay? Put all the books on the shelf, okay? And C is how many ways to arrange all the Chinese books they are put together. Four minutes. Okay. A. 6. Here is 10. Put them on the shelf. Agree? 10P6. Arrange the book on the shelf. 10P6. So it's 151200. How about B? On the left, 3 Chinese books. So the shelf is divided into Chinese 1, Chinese 2, Chinese 3, and here are the mathematics 1, mathematics 2, and so on. So on the left hand side, there are 3 factorial arrangement. Okay, 3 factorial. On the right hand side, there are 7 factorial arrangement. So it's 30240. Okay. C. If the Chinese book are put together, how many ways? If Chinese book put together is C1, C2, C3 is a single big object. M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6, M7 are discrete objects. So altogether, there are 8 objects, 8 factor. Agree? 8 factor. But among the 3 Chinese books, they can arrange internally. Number is 3 factorial. 3 factorial, right. So answer is 241920. Okay, 241920. Okay. How about 6? Six is not difficult. 6 is repetition is not allowed. So first one is how about B? Repetition is allowed. First digit 7, second digit 7, all digits are 7. 7 power 4 is 2, 4, 0, 1. Okay, 2, 4, 0, 1. Understand for this one? Okay, we do 2 more questions. Yes, 2 more. 7. A 5-digit number is formed from the digit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many 5 digits can be formed? How many 5 digits is divisible by 5? Okay, by 5. How many 5 digits number form is an odd number? Odd number.難少少咯喎，開始。How many 5 digits number can be formed? How many of them is divisible by 5? How many of them is an odd number?俾3、4、2分鐘大家做下呢條，咁啊陣間嗰條就難嘅嚇。C 4 factorial times 3. First one, 5 factorial. No restriction, right? Second one, the divisible by 5, the last digit is 5, so the last digit there is only one way to do it. For the other 4 digits is 4 factorial. So it is a 24. Then it is 120. Okay. Okay, yes. How about C? How many 5-digit form is an odd number? Odd number, 3, 1, 3, 5 are odd number. Last digit, there are 3 options. You use one number and you have 4 more number. Arrange them freely is 4 factorial. So it is 72. Understand, student? We go through 7 questions about the simple factorial, then number at a particular place, okay, with certain restriction divisible by 5 odd number. No, okay, now then we go to do a bit difficult question. I give you time to do it, okay. A 3-digit number is formed from the digit 0, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Each digit can only use only once. How many possible number are even number? Okay. Now, let's define what is 3-digit number now. 135 is a weighted 3-digit number, but 056 is not a weighted 3-digit number. It is only a 2-digit number. Okay, because 3-digit number, the first one cannot be 0. Okay, this is a definition of 3-digit number and 2-digit number. So it means that how many ways to you form a 3-digit number, right? And also it is an even number. Okay, an even number. 即係話咧，佢係一個三位數，並且係雙數。三位數嘅定義就係 the first digit is not 0. Okay, otherwise it is called a 2-digit number. Okay, I give you 5 minutes to do it, 5 to 6 minutes. 好，大家做一做，我斟杯水飲一飲下。1920 1920係咪？哇！咁快咗啊！1920係咪話答第8條嘅答案啊？個同學，我行開咗唔知道。許慧星，錯，唔啱的，不對的嚇。108不對的，75不對的，80係啱嘅，不過我唔知你嘅邏輯啱唔啱。有陣時候係會撞中嘅答案，個 logic 係錯，所以你最好寫條 equation 出嚟。40係唔啱的。Now, there are different ways to, or you may say the different logics to solve this problem. Okay, this one. In probability or counting problem, there's 2 ways. One is do it directly. One is doing indirectly. Okay, it's like you learn probability in secondary school. Once you handle a problem with the term at least, so sometimes you solve the problem indirectly, reversely. Okay, 得唔得嚇？即係有雙向做法嘅，有陣時有嚇，直接揾答案或者係揾咗唔係答案嗰部分。6P1 5P1，請問6P1係咩嚟嘅咧？108唔啱喎。6P2 乘 3P1 減 5P1 乘 2P1。6P2 乘 5P1 就點解咧？6P2乘3P1啊！你解下俾自己聽，又解下俾我聽啊！得點解？6P1乘5P1乘1，請問乘1係咩意思？我嘅理解係，即係我答6P1個同學先咧。6P1看來你就係想戒走個零咧，係咪？係嘛？你想戒走個零，咁啊係你戒走咗個零之後咧，咁啊跟住就6P1喎，跟住5P1又嗱5P1又點解咧？咁你個零喺邊咧？嗱你個位戒走咗個零啫，咁你第二個位你可以放零㗎，咁點解唔係又係6P1咧，又5P1咧？咁個零放咗喺邊度咧？究竟？咁究竟你嘅最後嗰個一係咩意思咧？係嘛？6P2就6P2嗱 ，I leave one even number at the end。咁 which even number 咧？你明唔明啊？你 even number 你可以有8，你可以有6，你可以有0。點解你放個一字啊？嗱，其實唔係 not 唔 not 嘅問題，係嗰個邏輯啱唔啱問題啊！整個邏輯係錯嘅問題。好簡單，你諗漏咗嘢啫嘛，係嘛？嗱，6P1嘅話，即係你第一個位就即係6個揀一個啦，係嘛？啱唔啱？啊，或即係6P1就6個揀一個，好啦，咁點解跟住有6P1咧？嗱，我嘅理解啊嚇，你6個揀一個，你又想戒咗個零啊，係嘛？係嘛？你戒咗個零，跟住就6P1啦。好啦，跟住你又插翻個零落去咯喎，係咪又係6P1啊？啱唔啱啊？OK，啱唔啱先？我咁嘅理解。冇答案係照出6係咪？OK，6我即係我估緊你個中間個6P1咧，你又插翻個零落去，所以你係6P1啱唔啱？係啦，跟住死咗嘅喎，知點解啦？你嘅3P1咧，你又望住嗰3個雙數啦，068咧就放落去啦。你點知道你中間嗰個數唔係用咗個零啊？當你中間用咗個零嘅時候，你根本個最後個尾就唔係3P1，因為你用咗個零啊嘛。get 唔 get 到啊？明唔明啊？所以你個6P1、6P1、3P1就係錯嘅，嗰個邏輯係諗漏咗嘢。咁你下面嗰個同學就6乘5就唔知道點解跟住斷咗啦。就呢個就冇辦法讀落去，因為嗱你6乘5，我諗你都係用嗰一招啦，係咪？即係將個零啊戒走佢啦，就有6個 choice 啦，6個跟住就5個啦。咁啊，但係個零啊唔知去咗邊度喎？你放開咗啫喎，但係而家好似係永恆地放開咗喎，嗰個零字，所以就下邊嗰個碌衝章咧就唔啱，唔啱。呢啲題目係 tricky 嘅，因為佢有2個 restriction， 而嗰2個 restriction 咧係有 relationship， 因為0係 even number。咁I think now you all discover why question 7 is easy because in question 7 there's no zero， 係咪啊？冇零啊嘛，你咪照代咯，係咪？咁咪即係啱硬咁滯㗎嚇。 But this one, there's 1 0, then it become difficult. 我俾多兩三分鐘，大家再諗咯，好嘛？其實你即係6P1乘6P1再乘5，係嘛？要3加2咪5啊？係咪先？係嘛？咁你完全解唔通啊，因為你嗰個係5啊嘛，3加2咪5咯。所以縱使你鬥到個80出嚟咧，你其實可能係完全中間係成件事係講唔通嘅。不過咁啱撞啱個80，撞中咗個答案出嚟。嗱，我教下大家做。嗱，I use a direct method to do it. Okay. I know that the problem is on the 0. So one direct method is I break down the case. Okay, break down the case. The number 3-digit number ending with 0. 請問有幾多個 ？3-digit number ending with 0. Now, if ending with 0, then it is an even number. And I also use the 0 already because the last digit is 0. Okay? 6P2 times 1. Agree? Then the number of 3-digit number ending with 6 or 8 and the 10th digit is 0, the second case. Ending is 6 or 4, and the 0 is in the middle, 10th digit. How many ways? .尾位係6或者8，中間位係0，有幾多個可能性？ Anyone can answer me? This is the first case. This is the second case. What is the equation? The last digit, either 6 or 8, right? Then you use one number. Then the middle digit is 0. There's only one choice. And you use 2 digits already. Okay, 2 number already. So here is 5P2. then it is, sorry, 5p1. It is 10. Okay, this is 10. Finally is the number of 3-digit number ending with 6 or 8. Now we already handled the 0 case and does not contain 0. The number without 0, how many? How many? No 0, you exclude the 0. All right, it's 2 times 5p2, that is 40. These are all possible cases. So totally there are 80 cases. Okay? Right? Understand? This is working directly. Okay? I hope all the students you know how to work it directly. Although maybe it may be not the quickest way to solve the problem, but it is a quite formal way to solve it. OK， 得嘛 ？break down 個 case， 將佢逐個拆咗佢，逐個做，得唔得啊 ？Any problem for the student？ OK？ 嗱，其實有另外一個方法做喎。OK， 嗱，我俾你諗啊，我唔開估啊。This is another method. You calculate first the how many possible even number can be formed in this problem. And this even number, you can put the first digit be 0. It is accepted. Okay, it is accepted to form a number like this. Okay, form a three places. Okay, a number. All right, then you calculate how many possible even number are there. Okay, then next you calculate how many possible even number are there, and the starting is 0. So you calculate how many ways, say you form 0, 1, 8, something like that. The first place must be 0. Okay. Then you do the subtraction. What remains is the even number, but the first place is not 0. Understand? 明唔明啊 ？OK， 你撳下機睇係咪一樣，得唔得？你將所有嘅3位數，即係3位可以第一個位係0都 OK， 計晒佢，再減雙位數，但係第一個位必須係0，計晒佢，跟住兩個減一減，嚇都得嘅喎。Understand, student, the logic? get 唔 get 到啊 ？get 到嘛？因為 even number 因為 even number, this string is even number, include two things. The first digit is 0, okay? And the third digit is not 0. There are two cases. So first I calculate this, then I calculate that, all right? Do the subtraction, then this is the answer. All right? 得唔得？自己返去試下好嗎？咪答案咪喺度，80係嘛？咁呢個係 OK 嘅。All right, are you okay for this problem? No problem. Then let's see. We each pair of the three minimums stand together. 等一下，等。We do one more question and take a break 好嗎？嚇 ，Question 11。Question 11。自己翻去試下做下，唔難做啊！我提晒你水啦，係咪已經？即係你話5P1咪即係5咯，係咪？即係2P1咪即係2，冇分別嘅嚇。Question 11。O 唔 OK 啊？係咪好 challenging 啊？呢啲數係嘛 ？Okay, we do one more question, then we take a break. Question 11. John and his wife take photograph at the studio. They are arranged to stand in a row. Okay, how many arrangement for A to F? Please do it. 7 minutes. 好嘛？John and his family, altogether 8 members. What is the answer of A? 計埋一題要唞下嘅，疲勞轟炸。What is the answer of A? Eight members arranged in a row. Okay? Very easy. B, yes, correct. 40,320. 好，40320。B, John's parents stand in the middle position. Middle. So left hand side 3, middle, right hand side 3. How many arrangements are there? Mm, 72, no. 1440, yes. Or 2880, no. 1440 is correct. Now this problem you break down into 2 steps. Step 1 is how many ways to arrange the parents. Okay. The next step is how many ways to arrange the other members. To arrange the parents, there are two factorial arrangement. The middle two, the parents, two factorial. They may swap. Then there are 6 other members times 6 factorial. So it's 1440. Okay, 1440. Have a see. John's parents then neither leftmost nor rightmost of the row. John's parents 咧唔係企最左，也不是企最右。Okay, John's parents they are not in these two circles. Two and six double O. Yes, correct. What is the formula? Okay. John's parents they may select. Sorry. John's parents they may select any two places among 6. So for them, they have 6p2 arrangement. 6p2. Then afterwards, the other member, they are free to choose their place times 6 factor. Two, 1, 6, 0, 0. How about D? The 3 women stand together. The wife, the mother, and the daughter, they stand together. Okay, 好，啲同學計下先。Do D E F， okay, D E F。其他同學試下打個答案，唔緊要啊，即係 learn from mistake 嘅，差唔多呢個世界所有嘢都係。Part D. Part D is 6 factor times 3 factor. All right? Is right? Understand? 6 factor times 3 factor. 6 factor comes from the 3 female as a single group. Okay? Then if other 5 members are 5 different objects, altogether 6 3 objects. Next 3 factor is among the 3 female, right? The 3 women, they have 3 factorial arrangement. E, each pair of couple stand together. How many couples are there?有幾多對夫婦啊？嗰度 2, okay. John and his wife, the first one. John's mother and father, the second one. Okay. So if we group the two couples together, there are 6 different objects. Okay. Between the couples, they may exchange their position. So 2 factor times 2 factor. All right. Okay, finally, no 2 women stand next to one another. 所有女性分開企的機會幾難做㗎呢個。6p3 times 5 factor 14400. Okay. First, there are 1, 2, 3 women, right? And they all stand separately. So the technique you may use is this: 1, 2, 3, 4. The crosses represent the female, the man, all right? And then between them, you imagine there are spaces, okay? Spaces. So, 我有冇數錯咧 ？John is 有1、2、3、4、5。因為我咪數漏咗個，睇先。John 係男啦，2啦，哦，數漏咗一個，OK。Okay. So for the boy, okay, for the male, there are 5 factor arrangement. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 factor arrangement. Right. And in order all the female they stand separately, so the female they may choose from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From 6, any 3. So times 6p3 is 14400. Okay, so it's 6p3 times 5 factor. Okay, student, 明唔明白 Understand up to now? Is it very difficult? Do you enjoy it? Okay. Okay, we take a break 好嘛嚇，我哋唞唞先啦，我都要飲啖水嚇。咁afterwards we come back and try this and study another permutation with light object 相同物件的排列嚇。DSE 冇學過嘅嚇。Okay, permutation with light objects. Okay, so we take a 10 to 15 minutes break. Okay, now it's 2:30. Okay, 2:30. 好，我哋唞唞先好冇？ Okay, student, we continue the second section, right? And usually, you know that I reserve the last 15 minutes for you to ask question, right? Now, and next is another subject. Another section you haven't learned before is the permutation of object. Not all distinct. They are some alike. That is, if I ask you to arrange A, B, C, D, you know easy is 4 factorial. How about A? I think that you don't think that it is 4 factorial, right? Because they are all equal, they should be only one. Okay, one arrangement. So that if there are objects in the problem, not all distinct, to solve it is we need to remove the repetition, remove the factor. So among n objects, if n1 of one kind, n2 of the second kind, nk of the kth kind, we may use this formula to find it. That is n factorial over n1 factorial, n2, n3, and n4, and so on. So how many ways to arrange A, B, B, B? First, we assume all the objects are different. So it's 5 factorial. All right. However, for example, this 2A, A1, A2. Now, although you exchange A1, A2 to A2, A1, because they are the same, there's no new arrangement. So these themselves, they have a 2 factorial factor. So we remove the factor, remove the 2 factorial. And why division? On page 1, we learn we use the multiplication to find the answer. So reverse, we use the division to do it. Next is we divide the 3 factorial for the 3b, okay, for the 3b. So it's 5 factorial over 2 factorial over 3 factorial. This is the equation of repeating object problem. So how many ways to arrange factorial the word? There are 9 letters and there are 2 A's. So answer is 9 factorial over 2 factorial is 181770. Okay. Next, how many ways to arrange combination this word? There are 11 letters. However, there are 2 O's, 2 I's, 2 N's. So we remove the factor by dividing 2 factorial 3 times. So it is the answer. All right, so it is a formula to find the repeating with the repeating objects. Okay, exercise 2. Now let's skip some. Now please do question 13, 14, and 15. Start from the easiest. In how many ways can the letter of the word statistics be arranged? Type your answer. In how many ways can the word statistics be arranged? Anyone know it? Statistics, look at the word. There are some repetition. Okay, repetition. So we should use the repeating object formula. Repeating object formula to remove the factor. All right? Okay, so what it is? What is the answer? 420. Oh no, wrong. Not 420. More. Yes, 50,400. 50,400. There are 10 letters. So if no repetition is 10 factorial. Okay, 10 factorial. But The S are repeated. The T also repeated. And the I also repeated. So it's 10 factorial over 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 2 factorial. 5,400. All right? 得唔得？各位同學，即係答咗420，各位同學明唔明啊？ Understand why is 5,400? Okay, next one for T. For T. A hostel has 3 bedrooms and there are 13 girls. One bedroom has 6 beds, the second has 4 beds, and the third has 3 beds. In how many different ways can the girls be assigned rooms? How many? Yes, correct. You imagine I give 6, say there are 3 room, 6 beds, they are called bed A, and 4 beds called bed B, and then next 3 are called bed C. So you give 6A, 4B, and 3C. So therefore it's 13 factorial over 6 factorial times 4 factorial times 3 factorial, and it's this one. All right. Then next we go to another a bit difficult, that is combine what you learned before. How many ways can the letter of the word minimum be arranged? How many ways with all the 3 M's arranged together? How many arrangements begin with 3M? Part A is no special restriction. Part A, yes. Part B is all the 3M arranged together. Those this become a big object. And then the third one is that all the 3 objects, 3M up there are in a particular position.記得咧 ，B 嘅答案記得咧 ，A、B、C 3個。7，唔係好啱喎，120同24都唔啱。420係啱嘅。B 係20喎，都唔啱喎。 Now, the 3m arranged together. The 3m arranged together because the 3m they are identical. Okay, identical. No, not 35. 因為嗰三個 m 係一樣噶嘛，係咪啊？一樣咧，係咩 ？OK，let's see。哦，睇唔到。B is 228. No。哦，誒，似乎我係咪要講清楚啲咧？好多同學答錯。A, the word minimum be arranged. So this is similar to statistic, the problem of statistic, right? You just count the factor. There are 7 letters, right? 7. The m is repeated, 3 factorial for the m. And also 2i is also repeated, 2 factorial. Therefore, it's 420. Agree? Understand? For this. How about B? If the 3m, they are all put together. So it's I, U, and there. All right, so how many 3 moving objects? Answer me. How many 3 moving objects here in B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, there are 5 objects. 5 object arrangement is 5 factorial. Among the 5 objects, okay, no 2x0. Among the 5 objects, how many of them, is there any repeated? Which letter is repeated? 2, yes. So we divide this 2 factorial. All right, then we handle the 5 free moving objects. But we need to look at the box, look into the box. The 3m, they have internal arrangement. But in this case, the 3m, they are all identical. You times 1. Do you understand why 1? Do you know why there's only 1? Because in the box, the 3m, they are the same. Yes, you may treat it as the using 3 factorial over 3 factorial is fine. First assume they are different, but actually they are the same. So this is 60. 60. So I give you one minute, try to solve C. The 3m, I put them in the start. So here is, that is I, U, N. How many arrangements are there? All right, correct. Is 4 factorial over 2 factorial. So it is 12. All right, okay. Now do one more, question 16. Then we go to the next section. You don't understand why you need to over 2 factorial, because these two I, they are identical. 明唔明啊？因為凡係相同的，我哋都要除翻佢個因子啊嘛。咁兩粒相同咪 2 factor 咯，明唔明嘛？即係呢度有5件物件啊。第一個係 I，the first one is I，the second one is a big object，the third one is I，the fourth one is U，the last one is N. So 5 object arrangement is 5 factorial, but the 2I are identical, so we divide it by 2 factorial. All right? Similar to the problem of statistics, why you need to divide it by 3 factor, 3 factor, 2 factor? Because the repetition. 而家明唔明啊？因為重複啊，3個 S 係重複，2個 I 係重複。個 free， 因為嗰3個 M 係一樣啊嘛，3個完全相同嘅英文字，你話內部有幾多個排列咧 ？consider 咗啦，咪1個咯，所以咪有個1字喺度。How does 4 factorial? Oh, 因為 because this is to say the start from preamp, so this is fixed, this is fixed, this is fixed. So we don't need to consider them. We only need to consider these 4 letters. 明嘛？因為佢話 begin with 3M 啊，咁即係個3個 M 係鎖住咗啦，無需理會啦，已經。Understand？ question 15C 係4 factor 乘1啊，你可以乘1嘅冇所謂嚇，都 OK 嘅，冇問題，都係得一個方法啫嘛，個3個 M 係咪？即係鎖住晒係嘛 ？OK 嘅，冇問題。So understand, student? Do I answer your question? All right, 16. Okay, 16. A shop windows designer has 7 balloons, of which one is white, 2 are blue, 4 are red. She hangs this ball in a line in the shop front. How find the number arrangement she can make by using all 7 balloons. Next is find the number arrangement she can make by using only 6 of them. A is straightforward. A 好容易嘅嚇 OK. Try to do A also B, but you only use 6. So if you 6, that means one of them is ignored. Okay, one of them is ignored. Yes, they are the same. Coincidentally, 即係咁巧咋嚇，得唔得嚇？咁巧咋？First one is 7 factor over 2 factor times 4 factor. Right? This is A. How about B? If you said only 6 is included, so 1 is excluded, You have to consider case by case. If y is exclude, it is become 6 factor over 2 factor times 4 factor. The white ball is exclude. If the blue ball is exclude is 6 factor over 4 factor. If the red ball is exclude is 6 factor over 2 factor over 3 factor. So it's 105. Okay? Also 105. All right, then I give you one extra problem. Now, Thomas is here, okay? He's then at A. He wants to move from A to B, but his movement is restricted to 2 directions only. Either is go to the north or go to the east. He cannot return back, so that he cannot go to north and then go back, go to north and go back. He can't. How many ways he can do it? I give you 2 examples. One way is easy. Go north, then go east, right? Another is moving like zigzag, okay? Zigzag movement. You can also move from A to B, A to B. How many ways on doing it? Okay, I give you 3 minutes on thinking on it. Now the hint is from the repeating object formula, okay? This is a repeating object formula, you get the idea to think how to solve this problem. 咁你攞啲 idea 去諗一諗。200 and type your equation. Okay, correct. Now, how do we get the idea on it? Now let us think about this path first. Now actually this path is move north 4 times. North, 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 right? And then move to east 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the first way. How about this success movement? Is north, east, north, east, north, east, north, east, east, east. All right. So you look at the letter arrangement is no matter which path you choose, always is an arrangement among 4n and 6e. Agree? So that it is a repeating object problem. So that the answer is 10 factorial over 4 factorial over 6 factorial. Is it 210? 係咪210啊？ 10 factorial divided by 6 factorial times 4 factorial. 200, yes, 210. Right? So, understand? So from the first page up to now, we learned first page multiplication rule, second page factorial notation. Next is NPR, right? NPR. And next is the repeating object, okay, permutation repeating object. We already go through some special condition of the problem. Object, they are combined. Objects, they are separate. Objects, they are at a particular position. There is some restriction on a particular place, even number, 3 digits, something like that. All right? Okay. Then we go to the last section of this lesson. Combination. 中文係叫組合。組合. What is 組合? In many circumstances, when we select objects, we need not consider the order in which the objects appear. Then we call this combination. If there are 5 numbers, you randomly select 3. If you consider the order, there are 6 cases. So we say that the answer is 5P3. 5P3. But if you ignore the order, in that case, we consider this 6 case treat as a 1 case. We don't consider the order. So in this sense, these 3 objects all together, there are 3 factorial 6 arrangement. We remove this factor so that we use the repeating object formula concept. We divide it by 3 factorial. Then it is called combination. We use the symbol to represent 5C3. 5C3. So combination is after you calculate the permutation, you remove the order. So NCR is NPR over R factor. But NPR is N factor over N minus R factor. So this is the equation. N factor over N minus R factor over R factor. So 5C3 is 5 factorial over 2 factorial, that's subtraction, and also 3 factorial. What is the answer? Anyone? Use your calculator to tell me. What is the answer of 5C3? 10. Okay, 10. There are 10 ways. Now, you also find that 5C3 is also equal to 5C1. Anyone know it? 5C3 equal to 5C2. Okay, equal to 5C2. Why? 5 objects, you calculate how many ways on selecting 3 objects. It's the same as 5 objects. You calculate how many ways for not selecting 2 objects. Understand? Do you understand what I'm talking? How many ways for you to select 3 objects out of 5 is the same as how many ways on finding not to select 2 objects out of 5. 明唔明啊? May I ask how is the way of forming the denominator come from? Okay, you mean this NCR, this denominator, right? Yes or no? Okay, so it's not difficult. NCR is NPR over R factor. But NPR is N factor over N minus R factor. So over R factor. Get it? This part, do you understand? Okay, so that it is N factor over R factor over N minus R factor. Can you get it? 明唔明啊？而家 Yes or no? Okay, so this is where the equation come from. So you also see that NCR, it has some symmetric property. Okay, 5C3 equal to 5C2, 10C7 equal to 10C3. Okay, equal to 10C3. So, but remain that one thing is a combination. Is assumption is the objects, they are all distinct, and also we do not consider the order. In how many ways can 5 cards be drawn from an ordinary pack of 52 playing cards? So randomly choose 5 out of 52, 52C5. This answer. All right? Okay. Now then we start to do some exercise about NCR. Let's see. Maybe we do question 18 and 19 first. I skipped 17 for your home exercise. In how many different ways can a student select 2 of 6 math courses? So there are 2 groups of data, math, English, there are 6, and there are 7. You're going to select 2, and then you're going to select 3, all right? So how many ways? Do you see that it is a multiplication rule? Step 1 times step 2. Very easy. For the first group, 6C 2-way. Second group, 7C 3-way times, okay, 525. How about question 19? A committee must consist of 2 junior and 4 senior. If 7 junior and 8 senior are willing to serve on the committee, in how many different ways can be selected? Similar question. 7C2 times XC4 is 1740. Okay, 1740. Okay, understand about this? I think this is not very difficult question. Okay. Now, then question 21. 21條就難啲啦嚇。Okay, 21.好，俾大家自己解下，再做下，10分鐘內做晒，好唔好？What does B mean? They are in the order of library serial number. 後尾圖書館啲書咧咪有編 number 嘅，啱唔啱啊？咁你將啲書咧就放上個架度嘅時候咧，佢係依翻個 number 次序去擺。Okay, order in the order of. But I give you the hint. Order, there are 2 directions of the order: ascending order, descending order. Right? 虛位星，你嘅答案有2個啱，有2個錯。啊，唔係喎，睇下先啊。啊，唔好意思，係1個啱，就3個錯。諗多一陣啦。啊，好啊，我講埋呢題嘅今堂，後邊嗰啲嗰啲，我先至再講，因為後邊嗰啲仲麻煩啦。許偉生係 OK， 睇下先啊。呢位同學 good try 嘅嚇，3個啱，1個錯。張善儀就係睇睇先啊，噔啊，呢個可以全部啱啊，得唔得嚇？其他同學唔需要理會啱嗰個同學㗎，你自己做得唔得？你 most important 係個 logic，呢啲數係好麻煩嘅，個答案係重要，但係唔係最重要，係你嘅思考方法係咪啱？Agree? The first one? Are you clear for the first answer? 10P9. P9. Understand, student? Okay. How about B? Now, if the books are in order, okay, are in order. Okay, so, but you randomly only choose 9 books. Think. Can I think in the way? Yes, sure, but not necessary. 你好得意喎。今日係第2個同學咧咁樣問，係 OK 嘅，你咁樣問。But why I think it's not necessary, but I understand why you think in this way. 即係我答得成個同事 ，because do you understand？ OK， 因為呢一種思考嘅同學咧，佢係中意將件事咧就 break down 做兩個 step。先諗幾多 ？First is think about how many ways. Then in a particular pattern, then think about how many pattern are there. OK 嘅，得唔得 ？OK 嘅，但係又唔需要嘅，唔錯嘅，OK, now next one is how if in the order of library serial number. Now think about that. Because you only choose 9 number, then you choose the book from 1 to 9. Okay, 1 to 9. How many possible order for 1 to 9 and then in the order of serial number? There are 2. Ascending order or descending order. Get it? For 2, ascending order and descending order. But no matter, not only from 1 to 9, but you choose any 9 number out of 10, 9 number out of 10, always for each one is 2 ways. So answer is 2 times 10C9. Okay, 10C9. Now I don't understand 許咩吳曉彤Now although 2P1 equal to 2, but I don't understand why you use 2P1. What is 2 represent? OK 啦，即係如果你答到咁咪 OK 咯，得唔得嚇？答到咁咪 OK。但你係覺得有啲怪怪地嘅，你知道係 two order 啊嘛，咁 two order 咪 total 你咪記下 two 咯，係嘛？啱唔啱啊？你係唔需要 two C1 啊嚇，但係冇錯嘅，得唔得？冇錯。C. The book with the smallest and the largest serial number among the 10 books are put on the left and right hand respectively, so that the number is from 1 to 10. Okay, 1 to 10. The one on the left, so it is one way. The number 10 is on the last digit is also 1. All right, so that you remain 8 books. 8 books. You should randomly choose how many in order to solve the problems, fulfill the question. Correct. 8P7. D. The book with the smallest and the largest serial number among the 9 selected books are put on the left and right hand respectively, so that it's not restricted to from the number 1 and number 10. Is to go to, you choose any line books. Okay, the biggest number is on the left and the smallest number is on the right. So think about it. Think about it. If you choose the books from 1 to 9, okay, number 1 is on the left, so that's one way. Number 9 is on the last digit, so it's also 1. But among there are 7 books. 7 books remain. So among the 7 books, 7 factor. Agree? 7 factor. All right, but there are 10 C9 way to do it. Okay, 10 C9 way to do it. Understand why? Because you select 9 out of 10. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, okay? But for any 9 books, you have 7 factorial arrangement, right? So answer is, my answer is 50400. And this is 40320. And that is 20. Okay, 20. May I ask why 21C is APO? 因為點解呢？因為 the question asks you the largest and the smallest serial number of the 10 books are put on the left to the right. Do you understand this one first? Yes or no? Do you understand this one? The one is on the left. How about this one? This one is the number 10. The number 10 is on the right. So 10 minus 2, so there are 8 books remain. Okay, 8 books remain. But you need to fill 9 books. Okay, 9 books. 9 books, you already choose the 1. You already choose the 10. So you need to choose 7 out of 8. Arrange in order. So it's 8P4, 8P7. 明唔明白？你要放9本書嘛，你已經處理咗其中2本啦，最大 number 最細個 number 已經擺咗2本，中間係咪要放7本？解答咗你問題未啊？你係咪有8本啊？8本揀7本咯，因為最大 number 最細 number 走咗啦嘛，係咪仲有8本啊？10減2咪8啦，8要揀7咪8P7。Okay, understand? Why 10C9 include in the, okay, because they are in the order of library serial number. Now, if you only count 1 to 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, there are 2 ways to put the number in order. Do you agree? Do you agree? If I only consider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but not only 1 to 9. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Right? Agree. So in this case, how many ways for you to select books? Select 9 books out of 10, 10C9. Understand? 而家明唔明白？10C9咧係你10本書揀9本書有幾多個揀法啊嘛？嚇，唔係嘛？10C9嘅意思係10本書揀9本書有幾多個揀法？你可以揀1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。嚇，點解唔使 permutation？ 因為你咪 permutate 咗咯。你諗下，9本書，如果嗰9本書係1號至到9號嘅話，有幾多個方法佢可以順序擺啊？個 number 2個係咪？一個係逆序，一個係順序，係嘛？你試下諗下都知道，你而家有9個 number 喺你前邊。你必須要排到1至9或者9至1嘅，即係9、10，係咪真係2個方法啊？因為 in the order 啊嘛 ，in the order of the library book。Understand？ 明唔明啊？唔係10P9啊，10P9係10本書任意揀9本，10C9 10本書揀9本書嘅方法啊，10本書揀9本書。即係譬如你揀咗2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10呢10本書，明唔明白？你係咪又可以揀1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9喂 ，sorry 呢9本書啱唔啱啊？咁你係咁數係咁數，係咪即係有10C9咁多方法？明唔明啊？Okay. Understand, student? Okay. Oh no. All right, today we stop here. Okay, remember next week is a holiday. Okay. I really hope that all the technical thing in the college are okay. I'm now at home. There's I already set up my room, so there's no problem on using the broadband, router. Okay, Zoom. I don't know what happened in the college. I really hope that all the thing goes smoothly. Okay. I will send you an email. I arrange what students go to the first session and who go to the second section. But it's free to you to whether you come to the college or not. You may just like today, switch on the Zoom and then look at the tutorial. But for play safe, I will also send you the tutorial question first. Okay, even on watching the Zoom there's some technical problem, you can still follow the question and the answer. All right. Okay. All right. Today we stop here. 好嘛，我哋今日呢度停，仲有冇咩問題？10P9啦，10P9嘅意思係10件東西揀9件排次序。個次序唔係一定係順序，明唔明啊？總之任何次序1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、9、8、7、6、4、3、1、2、5都叫做喺10P9裏邊。Does that mean we use P when we no？ 你啱啱錯咗，用 P 嘅時候先至係 count order， 得嘛？嚇，用 P 咧，你係計次序的，即係計次序你就用 P， 得唔得？但係你唔好咁樣諗成就我話用 P 計次序，總之見到個次序就硬個 P 落去，咁係唔啱嘅。即係正如你喺 B 呢度有一個次序㗎，點解冇 P 嘅得個2字啊？你又可以寫，你寫2P1都得，得唔得？因為佢係逆向同埋順向啫嘛，係嘛？咁你冇乜嘢要 P 㗎，你咪寫個2字咪得啦，係咪？但係 P 係計次序嘅，計次序先用 P。11B 11啊，11B 啊 B 係咪呢條啊？係咪啊？係咪呢條啊？11B 嚇佢嘅意思即係話咧，阿 John 嘅爸爸媽媽咧企中間，咁所以佢爸爸媽媽就企咗呢兩個位，明唔明啊？咁佢父母有2 factor 嘅企法啦，同唔同意啊？2 factor， 因為一定係嗰兩個位，可以 father 喺 left 或者係 mother 喺 left 都得，所以就係2 factor。Understand for this 2 factorial？ 係啦，咁跟住你而家明啦，係嘛？剩翻低嘅6個人咪任擺咯，咪6 factorial。即係跟住就係呢啲，得嘛？嚇，OK。Any problem？ If no problem, we stop here today， 好嘛？咁我哋今日喺度停啦，咁我翻屋企做。You try to go home to do the question. I will send you the answer and the solution later. But I really hope my student you do it first, rather than read the solution. You don't understand. Although you on reading you understand, but once you close the answer, do another question, you find that you still problem and do not get it correctly. 好，今日就喺呢度停啦，好冇啊？OK。 係啊，唔係你可以做咗前面呢啲先，即係你自己試下做係冇問題嘅，因為呢份唔係 assignment 啊嘛。咁呢課未教晒嘅，仲有啲啲，但係後邊嗰兩題係特別難做嘅，你可以試做得唔得？最後嗰兩題係特別困難嘅，即係 23、24。咁如果你覺得特別困難，咪唔好做住咯，你咪可以做其他先。OK 嘛，即係呢份唔係 assignment 嚟嘅，呢個係自己做嘅練習，即係唔計分嘅。我嚟教書用嘅。Okay, today we stop here. Have a nice day. 好啦，咁我就要整一整佢先。好，拜拜。希望你 enjoy 一下咁困難嘅嘢嚇。拜拜。